Oh, the base is the bottom?
No, not always. Not always, and that's what you gotta get out of your mind. How do you know, Christine?
It is the one that forms the.
You look for the right angle, the square corner. What two lines form the square corner? The 8 and the 6. So those are the two numbers you use. Area equals 1/2 times 8 times 6. It doesn't matter the order you multiply. You take half times 8, which is 4. Half of 8 is 4. 4 times 6 is 24 centimeters squared. Voila. How about number 4? Anybody asking on that one? All right, let's look at number 4. You must, and on your paper there, if you want to get a piece of grid paper or a graph paper or something from back there, you have to graph this on a nice piece of paper where you can see the stuff. I will sketch it because I'm just that good. Okay? You put your point 1, -1, which is right here. 4, -1, which is right here. 4, 1, which is right here. And 1, 1, which is right there. And you make that rectangle. Did you do that, Luz?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. It's not about you getting it wrong. Now you just need to figure out the length and the width of this. How many units is it from here to here? What's this distance from here to here? 1, 2, 3. How high is it? 1, 2. The dimensions of it are 3 by 2 by 3 by 2. The perimeter is 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2. 10. What did you get?
I got 6.
How do you get just 6 if you're comfortable?
Because I think I counted like the square.
No, that was area. You're right. That's the area of it, that's not the perimeter of it. Does it say, read this word for me, Alexa, really slowly. That is not A-R-E-A. That is perimeter, distance around. Alex?
I don't get how I missed number 7.
Don't worry, I'll find it. I haven't lost one yet. 1/3 of the dozen months have exactly 30 days. How many months do not have exactly 30 days? First of all, boop, this is not really important to doing the problem. They're just asking. They could have said half of the third months have 3 letters in it, or start with the letter A or whatever it is. You should draw your little box. The box stands for dozen months. What am I splitting that into? Thirds. What is 1/3 of it? 1/3 of it is how many have exactly 30 days. How many is a third of 12? If you cut 12 into 3 equal pieces, how much is each third? 4. Now they wanted how many do not have exactly 30 days. Well, this part here does not have 30 days. So how many is that do not? 8. And again, did you sketch the picture? Do any drawing of it?
No, I didn't do the right problem, but then I redid it.
Yeah. 30 had nothing to do with the problem. I mean, if you split 30 into thirds, that had nothing to do with it. That was just a characteristic of it. You know, it could have been said anything, add the letter B in it or whatever. You just want 1/3 of a dozen, blah, 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 from there. He's taking his test somewhere.
Kelsey?
Huh?
She's
She's taking a
Kelsey,
test too
okay.
somewhere. Are you leaving right now?
No.
No.
Kelsey's taking this.
That's a lot of pressure on me.
Hey guys, Kelsey's taking this.
There you go.
She knows.
There's a lot of pressure on you now. Children. Jacob!
If for that problem, is it okay if I have 2/3?
Nope.
Ah.
Didn't say what fraction, said how many, Jacob. You gotta answer the question. Just because you did not answer the question doesn't mean you get it right. Caleb?
I don't understand how I got number 9 wrong.
Number 9.
We got 18, I guess.
It is.
Now, Miss Shum was just talking about this,
She was.
to me, not to you guys.
Oh.
About how sixth graders, and you're not the only ones, you're answering questions that aren't asked. What is the question asked? Write 60% as a reduced fraction, then find the number of girls in the class. So step number 1, 60% as a reduced fraction is 60 over 100. Cut off the ending zeros, it's 3/5. Now, to find the number, again, going back to sketching out the box, this box stands for how many total kids are there? 30. 3/5 is what? How many were girls? So you take 30, cut it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. How many would be in each piece? 6. And 3 of those 5 pieces are girls, which is how many? 18. So you have the two answers. 3/5 is the 60%, 18 is the number of girls. Is that what I read or did I not read that?
You didn't, then you said different answer. You said a different.
What's problem number 9?
Yeah, you said 18.
I probably said 3/5 and
No,
then
you
you
said
thought it was
18.
wrong. Did I
Yeah.
not say 3/5 at all?
No, you didn't. You just said 18.
DJ,
Alright, so
what?
19, I don't understand.
Who can walk me through this? What's the first step in this problem? Jacob?
Turn 1 and 2 pairs into
Improper.
improper.
Make them both improper, by the way. Change them both to fractions. So this becomes 2 over 1 divided by 5 over 3. 2 over 1 divided by 5 over 3. Now, Ryan, you do what?
You switch to the second fraction.
Always a second fraction that gets flipped and multiplied by. So this becomes 2 over 1 times 3/5. Multiplying across, you get 6 over 5. And reducing that out, it's 1 and 1/5. What'd you get, DJ? Or where'd you go wrong?
I got, because what I did was, I did it right, so I, so I have 6 bits, and I put it, then I put it to 1 and 1, 1.
Only 1, 1?
I don't know. I think I was, well.
Smith?
Phone number 16.
Yeah.
1 and 1.
You wrote it up and down?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find a place where this actually writes. 4 and 1/4 minus 3 and 3/4. You can't take 3/4 from 4 1/4, so you did what? Did you borrow?
Yeah.
This became a 3. And some of you I know have forgotten this. When you borrow from this, what do you do with these numbers to get the top number? You add them together. You take 4 and add 1 to it, and your new top number is a 5.
Oh.
3/4 from 5/4 is 2/4. 3 from 3 is 0, but you need to reduce this to 1/2. By the way, as I've said before, children, as I say this being videoed here, I noticed some of you feel free to have a piece of paper and write down problem number 16. Make sure you borrow right. Some of you are doing it. Some of you who could be doing this to help you out are not. Short of giving you the answers, children, I can't really make this any easier. Honestly, except for me saying the answer to problem 16 is 5/3 or 5.5. I'm not showing you exactly what the problem is other than different numbers. Here we go.
I don't understand how to do number 1.
number 1. Number 1. I don't even know where number 1 went.
In what? Which one? Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Wait,
Number 1 says a quart is what fraction of a gallon? And I would even let you have, if you want to draw out, if you want to bring that little thing that stood for a gallon, remember how we did the gallon? A gallon is broken into 4 quarts. And each quart has 2 pints, right? I can't get it to draw. But that's neither here nor there. 1 quart, Ariel, 1 quart is what fraction of a whole gallon? How many quarts are in a whole gallon? 4. So 1 quart is 1/4 of a gallon. Grace?
I don't understand how I got number 6.
How did you do number 6? By the way, children, if you're drawing fractions for or circles for this, don't. You're past the fraction or circle drawing thing. You need to change them both to fraction, change them both to decimals, and I recommend changing them both to decimals. Just because it's a lot clearer. What is 4/5 as a decimal? Well, decimals are either in tenths or 100ths or thousands, so change this into tenths. 4/5 is how many tenths? Grace? 5 times 2, 4 times 2 is?
8.
Right, so 4/5 is 8 tenths compared to 6 tenths. Which one's bigger? 8. Yeah, I'll let you have that. You can't have it in your notebook, though, take it out. Put it on. Evan?
I don't understand I got number 17.
You made them improper?
No.
Okay. Did you look in your notes for that? Have we never made these improper in 6th grade?
yes, we have so many
Anytime
times.
you multiply or divide, it's
It's
always
not
improper fraction. What is this as improper?
It's
5/2. What's this as improper? And then remember what I suggest at this point doing what to make your life easier? Cross canceling. 5 goes into 5 once, 5 goes into 5 once, 2 goes into both of these, so 2 goes into there once, 3 goes into there, and your answer is 3/1. You don't have to, but it certainly makes life a lot easier in my unbiased, unprofessional opinion. Grace,
I don't understand.
who?
8.
Some triangles are quadrilateral, true or false. Well, Grace, the first thing you have to do is make the exact definition of what is a triangle. 3 sides. And then the next thing you'd have to say is what is a quadrilateral, Grace?
It is a closed shape.
Quad is a 4-sided shape. But the question is here, could you have a 3-sided shape that is also a 4-sided shape? False. There's no possible way. You're probably thinking polygons, not quadrilaterals. A polygon is a closed shape that has, and in that case, it would be all triangles are polygons. But this says quadrilaterals, 4-sided shapes. Jacob?
Oh, well, I looked in my book, that's on number 8, because I didn't really understand, so I looked, and it said polygon, so I didn't really understand that meant the same thing.
That's what polygons, that's what quadrilateral. Quadrilateral, both triangles and quadrilaterals are polygons.
Yeah, but it said in here, look at, less than 60, if you don't understand understand. So I looked at lesson 16 and it had a triangle there.
You have notes under quadrilaterals? I'm sure I gave notes under
Oh, yeah.
quadrilaterals. Other ones, children. Smith,
Number 12.
number 12.
Oh wait,
That would do it every time. I've never got a problem I've never finished right. In case you're wondering. Smith?
What was the answer to number 12?
Well, it'd be 2.8 divided by 8, so 8 into 2.8 is 0.3 is 24, looks like 0.35. Any other ones while we're sitting here? DJ,
10.
come on. How did you do that, can I ask?
I did 5 divided by 0.5.
Alright, love it so far. 5 divided by 0.5, so you had to do what? What's the rule here? Savannah Vickery, what do I have to do?
Move the decimal over.
We're never allowed to have a decimal outside of the division box, so you move it right here, but then once I do that, what do I have to do? Savannah Vickery,
The 5 that's inside, to move a decimal.
but there's no decimal there, Savannah Vickery.
Yeah, change it,
Where do I put the decimal?
one space after.
Well, there's a decimal there, and then I need to move it, just like I moved it here, so there actually is a 0 there. So 5 into 50 is 10 times. Again, notes to self on the mouse test if you got that wrong. Smith,
Number 13, I did 3.6 times 20. Doing it right.
well, unfortunately, this is actually mental math. 10 to the second power is not 20. It's not 10 times 2, it's 10 times 10.
Oh,
So this should be divided by 100. And why is that mental math, Jacob Kunzendorf?
because it's by 0.
And what do you have to do to get the answer?
Just move the decimal and add another 0.
Yep. 2 places, moves the decimal back 2 places, add a 0. The answer is 0.036. Doesn't get no easier nor no harder than that, Grace Steffenberg.
you said point these.
No.
No.
Did I say the wrong answer?
No,
No.
no, you didn't.
I could have.
You did.
Grace, I will say I've said many wrong answers, so it wouldn't be surprising, but I would have thought somebody else would have questioned me on it if I did. Although sometimes they're quiet and respectful. Smith, uno mas.
For number 17, I got 1, or, no, 110.
You got 1,
No, 110.
you got 110. Would that be the answer I said? Did I say it wrong?
You got 30.
No, it did not.
No.
No, it.
Well, we did this already. What did you get for this? Did you get 5 halves times 6 fifths?
Wait, just a minute. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
You see where you went wrong?
Yes.
In your second match?